Our next skipper, I love our next skipper because he's close to my age, just a couple years younger than me. So when we're hanging out with everyone else at Jungle who was like 20, and they're like, hey, remember Pogs? I'm like, no, we don't. Those little cardboard squares you paid $10 for when you were a kid? Yeah, that was a brilliant marketing move right there. I don't You remember cool 80s things, like back when Madonna was just slutty, not a whore. So, wow. Working blue tonight. All right, let's bring him out, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jeff Wheeler.
Yes! What's up? Another round of applause for Dave Marley, ladies and gentlemen. I actually have a quick Dave Marley story, if I may. Dave's working the Jungle Cruise one day, and for those of you that don't know, when people get in the back door, they're supposed to start in the back and then they would slide all the way up to the front. Well, this guy gets in Dave's boat, and he promptly sits down right in the back of the boat. Dave, being the ever-vigilant cast member that he is, says, excuse me, sir, would you please move all the way up to the front? This guy looks at Dave and says, I will sit where I want, I am French. Without missing a beat, Dave goes, you know what, sir, win a war, you can sit where you want. So the guy moved up. Then an Italian guy got in the boat and couldn't decide which side of the boat to sit. And the German guy got in and slaughtered all the Jews. That was for Dave Levy. Where's Dave Levy? There you go. So what's going on in the world? North Korea. We got to talk about North Korea. They've got nukes now. How did that happen? They just happened to find some enriched plutonium laying around, and now they have nukes? That just doesn't make sense to me. That's like poking a grizzly, and they're threatening the world with these things. That's like poking a grizzly bear with chopsticks. Get that, Mr. Bear. After the nukes, then what? What are they going to do? Attack us with pirated DVDs? Talladega Nights. Ooh, take that. Wedding crashers. Oh, hey, Mom, meatloaf. I love that movie. So I got a new outfit tonight. How do I look? Trying to lose weight, but it's really tough. Really tough. My number one vice: fast food. Everybody loves fast food. I use the drive-thru a lot, but am I the only one that feels extreme pressure when I'm going through the drive-thru? It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Especially if they don't have a pre-menu. I love the place. I love the pre-menu. Am I alone on this? Because if it doesn't have a pre-menu, it forces you to just order without really thinking. We've all been there, you know. You pull up to the menu, and your eyes are just searching for anything familiar. Hi, can I take your order? Yeah, let me have a large, extra small chicken burger, side cheese, a yogurt fries, and a large pepperoni milkshake. No salami. Crap! So here's what I do. When I'm waiting in line at the drive-thru, I like to practice what you're going to order before you get up there. Okay, let me have a Big Mac, large fried, and Dr. Pepper. Big Mac, large fried, Dr. Pepper. Big Mac, large fried, and Dr. Pepper. Welcome to McDonald's. Would you like to try a crispy chicken combo sandwich? Ah! What the hell was that? Drive-thru employee preemptive strike. I don't know what the hell I wanted. I'm getting older, too. That's not helping me in the weight loss issue. I'm married now. I have 2 kids. 2 kids. I'm trying to be a hip parent. Tried to stay hip, especially with the lingo. You know, word. Holler at your boy. Did I say that right? I know, we were in Target the other day, and my son, he's 6, he said tight. We were looking at video games, and he goes, Dad, we got to get this video game. It's tight. What does that mean? My ass in these jeans, that's tight. Go put the game back before I bust a cap. Speaking of hip, does anybody do the MySpace? No? I think I'm officially a MySpace whore. I'm not sure. You know, it's taken a beating in the media lately, but it really is an effective tool to keep track of a big group of friends. It's also effective if you want to pick up on underage boys. But I'm not here to judge you. I'm not judging. Do you guys do those bulletin surveys? You know, those The surveys, who writes those? I'm convinced they're all written by 15-year-old girls. They ask questions like, who's your super secret crush? When's the last time you kissed someone? I'm going to write one for married guy with kids. Question number 1, when's the last time you got a full night's sleep? Question number 2, what part of your body does not hurt? Question number 3, when's the last time you got a blowjob? Speaking of things that suck, I've been working at Disneyland now for almost 17 years. Stay in school, man. I applaud that. Working there, I've seen a lot of weird stuff. Probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen happened quite some time ago when I was working on the old submarine voyage ride. You guys remember the submarine voyage? Let me set the stage for you. You've got the submarines down below, and up above, you've got the Tomorrowland monorail platform. Well, I was working the dock, loading and unloading the boats, and behind me in the big giant queue was this big commotion. Lots of people running, pushing kids out of the way, little old ladies jumping over the railing. And I look up on the monorail platform, and there's a Hispanic lady holding her little boy out over the railing, and he's peeing down into the subs queue. And it's a double whammy for the guests, because not only are they waiting 45 minutes for a crappy ride, now they're getting pissed on. But I only mentioned that she's Hispanic because working in a place like Disneyland, unfortunately it lends itself to a certain degree of prejudice. A good friend of mine who still works there said, it's impossible for us not to be prejudiced because a lot of the stereotypes that we hear over and over again are reinforced just every single day. I'll give you an example. I was walking by one of the many food locations we have at Disneyland, and there was a black guy ordering his food, and he finished his order, and the girl behind the counter says, "Would you like anything to drink with that?" And the guy says, I swear to God, he said, "Y'all ain't got no Kool-Aid?" This guy single-handedly set the African-American race back 15 years. Thanks, Jimmy Walker. It goes both ways, though. It goes both ways. I once had a guy in a Dale Earnhardt t-shirt, cut-off jeans, and a mullet. Looked at me and he said, "Hey," it was at the Jungle Cruise. He looked at me and he said, "Is that water real?" These are my people. These are my people. I'm not even going to get into the Asians on the Autopia ride. I will say this, however. I will say this. I'm convinced that in Chinese, this means drive as fast as you can and run my ass over. That's my time, people. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
That's awesome. Jeff Wheeler, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't great?